So let me recall the previous discussion. So we discussed about system of linear equations. It is an m by n system containing m equations in n variables, and it can be written in a matrix form like this: Ax equal to b, where A is called quotient matrix, which is an m by n matrix, and B is a constant matrix. B is a constant matrix, which is an m by 1 matrix, and X is a unknown matrix. Okay, so which is an n by 1 matrix. So in short, we can write it as Ax equal to b. This is a matrix representation of the system of linear equations. This can be classified as two types, as I said, homogeneous and non-homogeneous. Homogeneous means when the right hand side, if all the right hand side constants are 0, then the system is said to be homogeneous system. Otherwise, non-homogeneous. That means even if at least one of b's is non-zero, then the system is said to be non-homogeneous. And we also discussed about consistency. Consistent system means the system should have a solution. Solution is something which has to satisfy the system of linear equations. So that means the set of values of x1, x2 and so on xn which will satisfy each and every equation is said to be the solution. So otherwise the system is said to be inconsistent. And after that we discussed about homogeneous system. Homogeneous system is always consistent, that we have noticed, because x equal to 0 is always a solution called trivial solution or zero solution. And if any other solution exists, that is going to be a non-trivial solution or non-zero solution. And the system Ax equal to 0 will have a non-trivial solution only when the rank of the quotient matrix is less than the number of variables, which is n. And it will have a unique solution only when the rank is equals to the number of variables. That unique solution is nothing but the trivial solution or zero solution. In case of a square matrix, non-trivial solution exists only when the rank is less than n. Okay, but for a square matrix, rank is less than n only when determinant is 0. So for a square matrix, whenever the determinant is 0, it will have a non-trivial solution. And whenever the determinant is non-zero, then the rank will be equal to n. When the rank is equal to 1, it will have a unique solution, which is nothing but the trivial solution. And after that, we have seen the properties of solutions. If you have two solutions, their linear combination is also a solution. That means if x1, x2 are two solutions, their linear combination k1, x1 plus k2, x2 is also a solution. That can be extended to any number of solutions. If you have x1, x2 and so on xs solutions, their linear combination is also a solution. And so we also observed that one non-zero solution can generate infinitely many solutions. Therefore, the system Ax equal to 0 has only two cases, either unique solution or infinitely many solutions. So that means if the rank is less than equal to n, it will have only one solution. If the rank is less than n, it will have infinitely many solutions, I said. Okay, and after that, I said that the set of all solutions of the homogeneous system forms a vector space, and each vector space will have a dimension, certain dimension, and that each space can be generated by a basis. Okay, basis is a set of independent vectors which span the space, I said. Spanning means if you take all possible linear combinations of the set, then you should get the entire sample space. Linearly independent means no vector should be expressed as a linear combination of the remaining vectors. If that is not the case, then we say they are linearly independent vectors. And I also said a basis, a vector space can have several bases. Okay, so how many number of independent solutions vectors you are telling, you are taking, all those possible linear combinations will form a space having the dimension which is equal to the number of linearly independent eigenvectors, I said. And this solution space, the solution space of homogeneous system has a dimension n minus r. That means there will be n minus r linearly independent solutions which will generate the entire set of solutions of the homogeneous system, where n is the number of variables and r is the rank of the quotient matrix, I said. And today we are about to see how to solve a homogeneous system. Okay, and so that we'll see through problems. Okay, so all of you note down the problems. We will do it in the next page. Okay. Problems on homogeneous system of linear equations or Ax equal to 0. Homogeneous system. Okay. So take the first problem. There is some problem with writing. Please hold on. My digital pen not working. Right. Take the first problem. X plus y equal to 0. Y plus z equal to 0. Z plus x equal to 0. This is your homogeneous system of linear equations. X plus y equal to 0, y plus z equal to 0, z plus x equal to 0. So how do we solve this equation? So we'll solve this equation first by knowing how many solutions will exist for this system. To know how many solutions exist for this system, we want to know the rank of the quotient matrix. If you want to know the rank of the quotient matrix, first of all you have to rewrite this into matrix form. What is the matrix form of this? Can you tell me?
1 1 0
1 0
1
1 0
0 1
Yeah.
1 1
Wait.
0
1
1 3
I agree. I agree, but my pen is not working to write again. Let me try.
use painting.
I said, जीवन की सब जातियों आज से
Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. What is some problem? It's not about paint. It's about digital pen. Right. So this is tell me. You have to write the coefficients of the variables, no? So 1, 1, 0. That is for the first equation. X coefficient is 1, y coefficient is 1. There is no z. Therefore, it is going to be 0. So what is the next one? There is no 0,
0
1, 1.
1
Third one is
1 0
0
x
1 0
0
1, 0, 1 into x,
X
y, z is equal to 0, 0, 0. Right? So it is in the matrix equation. So it is in the form ax equal to 0. Okay. So you consider the quotient matrix. Consider the quotient matrix and find its rank. 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. To find out the rank, what is the easiest way? Echelon form or normal form?
echelon
Echelon form. So use your row operations to convert into echelon form. Okay. So R3 gets R3 minus R1. So it is equivalent to 1 1 0 0 1 1 1 minus 1 0 0 minus 1 minus 1 1 minus 0 1. Is this fine? So what is the next pivot?
1.
1
2
in
to
the
11.
second. Okay. So what is your next operation to make this entry 0?
R3
times
R3
gives
plus
R3 plus
R3
R3
R2.
plus R2. So then the new matrix is going to be 1 1 0 0 1 1
0
0
0
0 2
1.
0 0 2
Rank
no.
is
Sushma,
So next now,
don't.
so is it in echelon form? Yes.
yes, sir.
Therefore, what is the rank of the matrix?
3.
3.
Rank of the matrix is equals to R equals to 3. What is this 3 actually? The number of variables. How many variables are there? 3 variables are there. 3 variables are there. Therefore, rank is equal to the number of variables. Okay. So from this what is your conclusion?
Solution.
Yes.
Non-trivial.
Therefore, okay. So since R equal to n, Ax equal to 0 has only one solution or unique solution. What is that solution? X equal to 0. Therefore, what is the solution? X equal to 0, Y equal to 0, Z equal to 0. Is the only solution to the system. Is that fine? Did you copy?
Yes, sir.
Can I proceed? Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second one. Note down the second problem. X minus 2y plus 3z equal to 0. Let me partition this. Okay, x minus 2y plus 3z equal to 0. Next 2x plus 5y plus 6z equal to 0. 6z equal to 0. Next 4x plus y plus 12z equal to 0. Plus 12z equal to 0. Okay, so you're asked to solve. Tell me.
Sir, we should use only echelon form, sir, not normal form.
Why to use normal form? It will take many steps. No, it involves row operations as well as column operations. The easiest way to find out the rank is echelon form only.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we always convert the given matrix into echelon form in solving system of linear equations. Okay.
Using only row operations, sir.
In echelon form, you have to apply only row operations.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, whenever a system is given like this, convert into matrix equation form. So what is the matrix equation? Write the coefficients of the variables in the order x coefficient 1, minus 2, 3, 2, 5, 6, 4, 1, 12. Next variables are x, y, z, and it is a homogeneous system. Okay, so this template is same for any problem. Always do these preliminary steps, then take the coefficient matrix, then convert into echelon form. What is the first row? 1 minus 2 3, 1 minus 2 3, 2 5 6, 4 1 12. Please convert into echelon form. So you do on yourself. I too will do it parallelly. So there are two operations to be performed.
Rank 2, sir.
Yeah, I agree.
Rank is 2,
But I
sir.
have to do it on the board. No? So R2 gets R2 minus 2R1. R4 gets R4 minus 4R1.
R3,
Sir,
sir.
R3, sir.
Sorry. So this has to be R3. I agree. So R3 gets R3 minus 4R1. Is it fine? R3 minus 4R1. Okay. So this will be equivalent to A will be equivalent to 1 minus 2, 3. 2 minus 2, 0. 5 plus 4, 9. 6 minus 6, 0. And 4 minus 4, 0. 1 plus 4, 1 plus 8, 1 plus 8, 9. 12 minus 12, 0. Right. What is the next operation? Next operation is R3. R3 gets
R3 minus
minus
R2.
R. Right. R3 minus R. Then this will become 1 minus 2, 3. 1 minus 2, 3.
0,
0,
9, 0.
0,
0, 0,
0, 0. Okay. Now all of you listen carefully. You mute yourself. Therefore, rank of A is equal to R equals to how many non-zero rows are there? Two
2.
non-zero rows are there, which is less than n. What is n? N equal to number of variables.
3.
3. Okay. Number of variables. So from this, what is your conclusion? Therefore, Ax equal to 0. The system Ax equal to 0 has infinitely many solutions. Infinite solutions. And how many independent solutions will be there?
1.
N minus R.
N minus R equal to number of variables is 3 minus 2 equal to 1. Linearly independent solution. Independent solution. Now how to solve the system? Okay, so whenever let us call this as B. For the time being, call it as B. Okay, since A is equivalent to B, the system Ax equal to 0 will be equivalent to Bx equal to 0. That means both systems will have same set of solutions. So solving this system is same as solving this system. Whatever the solution set of Bx equal to 0, same solution will be there for Ax equal to 0 and vice versa. Therefore, what is the reduced system of equations? Therefore, so the equivalent system of Ax equal to 0 is, what is the new system now? Bx equal to 0. What is Bx equal to 0? Where is B? B is here. So that Bx equal to 0 means what? What is the first equation? X minus 2y plus 3z equal to 0. Same as first. So x minus 2y plus 3z equal to 0. What is the next equation?
Y 9y equals to
9y.
9y equal to 0. Next equation is 9y equal to 0. 9y equal to 0. Okay. So when 9y equal to 0, then what is y? 0.
0.
0.
Okay. Therefore, what is the first equation becomes x minus
X plus
2y
3z
plus 3z equal to 0 becomes
X
x
plus
plus
3z equals
3z equal to 0. So in this, one is independent variable, other one is dependent variable. Can you see that? If you consider as x as independent, z will be dependent, or if you consider z as independent, x will be dependent, because you can express one variable in terms of the other variable. So which one you want me to write? X in terms of z or y, z in terms of x?
X in terms of Z.
X in terms of z. If you write z in terms of x, fractions will come. To avoid that, what we can do, we can write x equal to, so we can write x equal to minus 3z. So which is a free variable now? Z. I can assign any value to z, and correspondingly you will get x value. Z is independent variable, x is dependent variable, right? So I will assign an arbitrary constant to z, because it can take any value. Okay, what is k1? Where k1 is an arbitrary constant. Arbitrary constant. Okay, therefore what is x? Minus 3k1. Minus 3k1. Therefore what is your solution? X equal to x, y, z. But what is x? Minus 3k1.
Minus
Minus 3k1.
0 k1. Therefore what is x? If I take k1 common,
minus
3
3
0 1.
0 0.
Am I right? It is in the form k1 into x1. What is x1? Minus 301. Do you understand? Now what is that independent solution? 3 minus 2 equal to 1 independent solution is there. What is that independent solution? Minus 301. This will generate all the remaining solutions, because any multiple of these solutions is also a solution. You give different values to k1 and multiply with this matrix, you will get different solutions. So the set of all solutions can be generated with one solution, one independent solution. What is that independent solution? Minus 301. Is it okay? Now how do you verify whether your answer is correct or not?
By substituting
By substituting these
in
values,
equation.
by
In any
substituting these values in the, not any equation, every equation. It has to satisfy each and every equation, right? Then only this is called as a solution. So substitute minus 301 here. Minus 301. Are these three numbers satisfying every equation? Minus 3 plus 3 0, minus 6 plus 6 0, minus 12 plus 12 0. So these
Yes,
three
sir.
numbers are satisfying every equation. Therefore your matrix is a solution. It is generating all the solutions. Is this clear to all of you? So from this, what is your understanding? Your general solution, this can be called as a general solution. How many arbitrary constants will be there? N minus r arbitrary constants. What is n minus r? Number of variables minus rank of the quotient matrix. Whatever the number you get here, that many arbitrary constants will be there in the solution. That many free variables will be there. Remaining variables will be in terms of these free variables. Is that clear? Okay. Now all of you please listen. Instead of expressing x in terms of z, I can express z in terms of x also. In that case, what will be the free variable? I can write z equal to minus 1 by 3 into
X.
minus 1 by 3 into x also, no? In that case,
Yes.
x will be free variable. I can assign arbitrary constant to that free variable. Again, corresponding to that, you will get another independent solution. That is also fine, because I said there can be several bases. Okay, there can be several independent solutions. Okay, so you take one independent solution, span it, you will get all the solutions of the space. Okay, so in solving system of linear equations, don't try to match your answer with the book answer, because book he might have taken x as independent variable, but in your solution you might have taken z as an independent variable. As long as your entries are correct, as long as these entries are satisfying each and every equation, as long as the number of arbitrary constants is equal to n minus r, okay, no need to worry at all. Is this clear to all of you? Okay, so we'll just do one more problem and stop the class. Okay, take the next problem. Third equation. Note down. Now it is going to be 3x1 plus 4x2 minus x3 minus 6x4 equal to 0. 2x1. Copy the equations carefully. Even small change may lead to a different solution. 2x1 plus 3x2 plus 2x3 minus 3x4 equal to 0. 2x1 plus x2 minus 14x3 minus 9x4 0. x1 plus 3x2 plus 3x2 plus 13x3 plus 3x4 equal to 0. How many variables are there?
4.
4.
4 variables. Okay, so first write this into matrix equation. So 3, 4, minus 1, minus 6, 2, 3, 2, minus 3, 2, 1, minus 14, minus 9, 1, 3, 13, 3 into x1, x2, x3, x4 into 0, 0, 0, 0. It is a 4 by 4 system. Okay, so it is in the form ax equal to 0, homogeneous system. Consider the quotient matrix. 2, 4, minus 1, minus 6. Next 2, 3, 2.
Sir, 3, 4, sir.
This is 3. I agree. This is 3, 4. 3, 4, minus 1, minus 6. 2, 3, 2. Minus 3. Next to 2, 1. Minus 14, minus 9. 1, 3. 13, 3. Can you convert into echelon form and tell me the final matrix? Use your row operations and tell me. Use your calculator. Okay, so there are 3 operations to be applied. Do you want me to interchange? That may be easier, no? If you interchange R1 and R4, that may be easier to proceed. So that 1, 3, 13, 3, 1, 3, 13, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, minus 3, 2, 1, minus 14, minus 9, 3, 4, minus 1 minus 6. Now you apply row operations to make the elements under the pivot 0. So R2 gets rank how much? R2 minus 2R1. R3 gets R3 minus 2R1. R4 gets R4 minus 3R1. So it is equivalent to 1, 3, 13, 3. Can you tell me the remaining rows? 0, 3 minus 6 minus 3, 2 minus 26 minus 24 minus 3 minus 6 minus 9. Next 2 minus 2 0. Next 3 minus 3 minus 6 3 minus 6 minus 3. Next minus 14 minus 26. Am I right? What is minus 14 minus 40? Next okay, like I have to write these values. No, if you tell, I would copy easily. Next minus 9 minus 9 minus 9 minus 9 minus 18. Am I right? Next 3 minus 3 0, 4 minus 12, 4 minus 9, 4 minus 9 minus 5. Next minus 1 plus 13, minus 1 plus minus 1 minus 39 minus 40,
Minus
Sir,
50.
minus 6 minus 9,
Minus 8.
minus 5.
minus 15. Minus 6 minus 9 minus 15. Any mistake I did?
Sir, above
Yes,
also
sir.
not
Row.
minus
Sir,
8.
in third row.
Third row it is minus 5, sir.
This one, huh?
Third row and fourth row are the
Third
same, sir.
minus 3.
Okay. So third row R3 gets
Same as the
R3
fourth row,
minus
sir.
2R1. So 1 minus
Minus
6.
5.
Minus
Minus
5.
5, sir.
I agree. Minus 5. Minus 5. And what about this? Minus 9. Okay. Minus 9 minus 6. No, correct. Minus 9 minus 6 minus 15. So R3 and R4 are same. Okay. So what do you want me to do? I want to follow the. So because these two are same, you want to apply R4 gets R4 minus R1 like that or what? But I want to follow this standard procedure only. I would like to write it as what is the next one? R3 gets
R3 minus R4.
no 3
Sir,
R3.
maybe 3 common.
A row, sir.
Okay, you want me to divide with each
So
row
that
with
calculation
all rows will be same.
right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you want me to divide third row with minus 3, na?
Yes, sir.
I can write R1 gets minus 1 by 3 into R1, R2. I think this is R2. And R3 gets minus 1 by 5 into R3. And R4 gets minus 1 by 5 into R4. Okay. So in that case, it would be 183. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Second 183. Okay. So A will be equivalent to. Can you tell me the first row?
1, 3, 13, 3.
13 3. What is the second row? 0 1
8, 3.
1 0 1
8, 3.
8 3. Again 0 1
0,
8 3
8,
0 1 8 3.
0.
Okay. So now if I apply row operations like R3 gets
R2.
R3 gets R3 minus
R2.
R2.
R2 gets R4
R4
minus
gets R4 minus
R3.
R2 only. Okay. So then it will be equivalent to 1, 3, 13, 3, 0, 1, 8, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Therefore, what is the rank of the matrix?
2.
2, sir.
Therefore, rank of A equal to R equal to number of non-zero row equal to 2, less than n, number of variables. Therefore, therefore the Ax equal to 0 has how many solutions? Infinite solutions.
Infinite.
I mean non-independent solutions.
And has
Non.
how many independent solutions? N minus R equal to, what is n here? 4 minus 2 equal to 2. LID means linearly independent solutions. Therefore, how many free variables you are going to see? I said n minus r free variables will be there. That means n minus r arbitrary constants will be there. So you will see two independent variables. Remaining two will be dependent variables. So what is the equivalent system now? Therefore, Ax equal to 0 is equivalent to. Can you tell me the new system from this matrix? X1 plus 3x2 plus 13x3 plus 3x4. That is the first equation. What is the second equation from this matrix?
1x2,
x2,
8x3,
8x3,
3x4.
3x4 equal to 0. Now look at the third equation. Okay. In this equation, how many free variables are there? How many free variables are there? Can I write x2 as minus 8x3 minus 3x4? Which one is depending? X2 is depending on x3 and x4. x3 and x4 are free. You can express any variable in terms of the other variables. If you express x2 in terms of x3, x4, that will be better, so that you will not get any fractions. Therefore, what are the arbitrary constants? I can assign arbitrary constants to x3 and x4. Do you agree? Therefore, I will say that x3 equal to k1 and x4 equal to k2. Then what will be x2? Minus 8 k1 minus 3 k2. Okay. Then call this as first equation. Call this as second equation. Now substitute x2 expression, x3 expression, x4 expression here and get the expression for x1. Substitute all those things here. 1 implies x1 plus 3 into x2. x2 is minus 8k1 minus 3k2 plus 13 into x3 is k1 plus 3 into x4 is k2. Can you get the expression for x1 now? What was the simplification? Minus 24 plus 13, how much? Minus 11. Minus 11 if you take to right hand side, plus 11 k1. And minus 9 k2, plus 3 k2, minus 6 k2. If you bring to right hand side, plus 6 k2. Do you agree? Is this 11 k1 and plus 6 k2?
Yes,
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Therefore, you got all the variables expressions. Therefore, write this solution. X equal to x1, x2, x3, x4. What is x1? 11 k1 plus 6 k2. What is x2? minus 8k1 minus 3k2, x3 is k1, x4 is k2. Now listen carefully, all of you please observe carefully. I am going to rewrite this in another way. Can I write this as k1 plus 0k2? Can I write this as 0 plus k 0 k1 plus k2? In that case, I can write this as k1 into 11 minus 8 0 sorry 1 0
1.
plus k2 into 6
minus
minus 3 0 1. Is this in the form k1 x1 plus k2 x2? Okay.
Yes.
Now what are these two called? What are x1 x2 called? What are x1 x2
Linearly
called?
independent.
Linearly independent solutions. These two linearly independent solutions can generate the entire sample solution space by giving different values to k1 and k2. How do you check whether your answer is right or wrong? By substituting these values in the given equation. Is that okay? You will notice that all these values are satisfying each and every equation, therefore they are the solutions. Now the solution is containing n minus r equal to 4 minus 2 equal to 2 arbitrary constants. This is how you are going to solve the system. Okay? All of you understood this method?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in tomorrow's class, we will discuss some more problems on homogeneous system, and then we will proceed to non-homogeneous system. And I shall give homework problems. I shall send you the homework problems in the Microsoft Teams as well as to you. I will send to you. Stay back.